Bruce Arians, he's not a saint in this.
No way. Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
not.
Like,
Absolutely
to tell
not.
a grown-ass man, get the fuck out of here. I mean, she lucky the dude ain't still off. You know what I'm saying? Like, what up, man? It's your boy Riley, a.k.a. Riley the Great. You're now tuned in to another video from the Millennial Mayhem Podcast crew.
Yeah.
As you see, man, I got my boy, young light-skinned, the abominable light-skinned with me, dog. What's going on, bro?
Man, you know, I'm just here for the interviews. Or what do you say? I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Hey, bro, man. We was gonna chill, man, but we had to get on this motherfucker and talk about that boy AB, man.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, which if you don't know, you've been under a rock. Dude just got released from Tampa Bay due to his little tirade on the sideline when he got into his mix-up with fucking Bruce Arians, which is the head coach.
Yeah.
He doing all these jumping jacks and shit, taking his shit off, blah, 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 this other bullshit. And, bruh, man, he's just been clowning, man. So I want to ask you, Ray, man, what's your thoughts on this whole situation, bro?
Man, when it first came out, I'm being 100% honest. When it first came out, I was like, man, this nigga AB is legitimately a clown.
Yeah.
Like the way that it, you know, the perception of it from the outside looking in looked like, what the hell are you doing? When I wasn't even watching the game, and we all know I'm a Bucks fan.
Yeah.
I wasn't even watching the game. I just saw AB leaves the field in the middle of the game. I'm like, nigga, what are you doing? And then as the details started unfolding over the week, I tried to, like, you know, relax my opinion on it, because it was almost like people were trying to absolve AB of his dumbass behavior, which I think is stupid. You know, the whole thing, if you haven't seen it, the whole thing was apparently it started off like it was just Coach Arians told AB to get the fuck off the field, and he did all the extra shit and left. Then it came out, he started talking about he was injured, and the team knew that he was injured, and he told him he couldn't go back in because of his ankle, and then Arians said what he said to him, and that's what caused him to dip. I get it, like I'm 100% with him. Like, if somebody tell me to get the fuck out, you know what I'm saying, especially because AB is an alpha male. Yeah. If somebody tells me to get the fuck out, who knows how I'm going to respond to it. And so I'm with AB. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. But it just falls for me back in line with how he always acts in these situations.
And that's my thing, man. He acts like this routinely. This is what he does. This is his MO, man. He pouts like a child the moment he doesn't get his way with certain things. And at the beginning, like when he was saying that he was injured, he had like a bit of a leg to stand on with that.
Yeah.
But then post that, when BA said his rebuttal, and then this motherfucker go on the podcast talking all this other shit, it's just like, bro, how can I really defend you, bro, when you're not even holding yourself accountable for the shit that you do, like, or the situations that you put yourself in. You called him an alpha male, bro. That ain't alpha shit, bro.
No. I mean, I'm saying how he views himself. That's what he said on the podcast. Oh, bro, I'm an alpha male, blah, blah, blah. And I get it. He got bread.
That bread don't make you an alpha.
For some niggas it do, though.
Some niggas they think it do, but bread don't make you an alpha.
That's
nigga.
all you need is the thought and shit.
No, that's not all you need. That's no.
For AB it is, bro. For AB, that's all he needed was the thought, and he ran with it. That's just like, get the fuck out. All he needed was the thought, and he ran with it. And he was on podcast talking about, I thought about mooning them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's super simple. That's young nigga stupid shit, bro. You about to be 35. Like, why you still acting like that? You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, man, I thought he had a leg to stand on when he released the text messages. They knew he was hurt, which is, you know, understandable. Bruce Arians knew he was hurt. When you go and you're like, all right, I'm about to play. You know what I'm saying? After that, man, it's just like, all right, if you feel like you're comfortable enough to play, then I'm going to put you in the packages that I feel comfortable with you playing. I mean, or the packages that we've been practicing all week when the game started. Oh, man, I just don't get it, because for the duration of the first half, everything was good, and then like BA said he was bitching about not getting the ball.
I approached him about what was going on. I ain't playing. What's going on? I ain't getting the ball.
And then third quarter, now all of a sudden,
the
pain is too excruciting in my ankle. I don't want to play no more.
And
like, come on, bro.
We're working on Carolina.
It's a load
that's
of shit,
the
bro. That's the whole thing about this, bro. Is holding. Like, you got to be able to hold yourself accountable when you fuck up. Like, if you fuck up, just say, "Hey, man. Hey, I know I'm the reason why I'm in this situation, man. I don't like it, but I know this is it's some decisions that I made that put me in the predicament that I'm in right now. The reason why you on an incentive-based contract is because of you.
Yeah.
You had $30 million in the bag with the Raiders. $30 million in the bag.
Couldn't show up.
And you lost the shit by calling the damn general manager a cracker, a yeah. Like, come on, bro. And then, like, the situation after that, you get on with New England. You with the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? And then you over here group texting the breezy that accused you of grape or whatever shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It's just these situations are just totally unnecessary and totally uncalled for. And it's by his own doing. Now, I will, like you said earlier, Bruce Arians, he's not a saint in this.
No way. Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
Not.
Like,
Absolutely
to tell
not.
a grown ass man, get the fuck out of here. I mean, she lucky the dude ain't still off. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you came in him kind of weak.
Right.
But, you know, like we talked about before, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you've been dealing with some old, you know, a clown ass nigga for so long, you like kind of give him benefit of the doubt, you know what I'm saying? All right, that's just how he is, blah, blah, blah. And then the one time when you just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, one time too many to where you like, all right, I'm not going to take this shit no more. You going to respond in a certain way that might not be how you would normally respond in that situation. And I think VA kind of went, you know what I'm saying, like full blown, like, man, fuck this shit. Well, nigga, get your ass the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Any other time, you probably would just play it to the left and like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? We'll take care of that later. But at that time, emotions were probably high because they were losing to the Jets.
To the
you know what I'm saying? Now he over here trying, now he got to worry about you, who was AB, and worry about trying to catch this dub. Man, fuck you, boy. Get your ass out of here so I can get this. And they end up getting a dub anyway.
But again, my only issue with the situation, like I understand AB. I'm the king of fucking dumbass rants.
I just said when it became official. I'm not saying that it wasn't a goal to start off. I'm just saying when it became official.
So I get AB. Like sometimes your adrenaline and your emotions just too high, and you can't control the way you react. My only issue with the situation is, because we know who AB is, my only issue with the situation is that Bruce Arians is the coach of that team. He's supposed to be the leader of all those men. And so he should be held to a different standard. So my only issue is that in this whole thing, and I think the reason that they're not is because Bruce Arians came out and said, like, flat out, after he lied, but flat out said and came back and said, yeah, I told him to get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's holding him accountable publicly for the things that he did. But I think it's because AB just keep doing dumb stuff afterwards, and we don't have time to hold him accountable. The media hasn't had time. If they were ever going to hold him accountable, they don't have time to hold him accountable, because you can't do that. Like, if it doesn't matter if Noah keeps doing the same thing over and over again, like, I can't lose my shit and go off on him just like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? That's not how I would ever want to respond to anything that he does.
Right.
And so that was my only issue with Bruce Arians, is like, bro, come on, like, that's not your track record. I think that he never liked it. He never liked it. He has never liked AB at all. He's just been able to mask it. You know what I'm saying? Because or tolerate it, because they were winning and everything's good. And I think that in that one moment, because they were losing and, like you said, emotions are high, it just came out like boom. But like I said, I think AB just childish for reacting that way. You get your own space to react how the fuck you want to react.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that we can't critique you on the back end. When I watched the podcast, they gave him a chance to say, the dude literally asked the dude, hey, do you think that you could have handled it differently? And he was like, start deflecting. Nah, man, we not here to talk about that. See, that's what you keep doing. We not here to talk about that. I'm like, well, what are you here to talk about? Like, it just seemed like in the podcast, he really just came there to big himself up and be like, hey, I'm not that guy. Everybody's against me, and I'm not that guy.
Some people have held Bruce Arians accountable for his shit because he shouldn't have talked to the man like that.
Right.
He should have finished. Like, if you should have stayed true to your word when you said zero tolerance for the bullshit when it came to AB. You know what I'm saying? Like, after he got that he got hit with the vaccination card, you should have finished him right then because you said it from the beginning, zero tolerance. And I think with him not doing that action right there was an enabling action. So now it's because like even people were saying online, like, AB feels when he feels needed, he feels like he can get away with shit.
Ooh,
which is when you're a great player, bro, or you good at your job or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you bringing in money to your job or whatever, and you 10 minutes late every now and then, people might, you might brush their this nigga bringing us millions. 10 minutes late, nobody tripping on that.
Right.
And but when last year when he was like on some desperate shit, that wasn't the case.
You heard nothing
from him. I'm saying? Nothing. And it's two other receivers on the squad that are actually out there eating, that are contributing, that are producing or whatever. And you got Gronk. So, fast forward this year, not, Evans is hurt. Godwin is out. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's like, y'all need me now.
Yeah.
Like, this some old David Ruffin type shit, bro. Like, they coming to see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they coming. Y'all need me on this damn squad, bro. And then the minute he felt like he was needed or whatever, like without question, they needed him to win. This bullshit started happening.
Yeah, all bets off the table.
And that's why I be looking at shit like, I don't know if it's something mental with him, bro. Like, we've discussed that shit before. Like, maybe it's something mental with him, maybe it's CTE or whatever, but because the actions that it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make no sense at all for him to respond and act like that in these situations when he wants to get the bag. It's like you intentionally to fumble the bag, but you want the bag. Like, I don't get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't know.
But I also look, just to be honest, man, like, the only thing he was asking for was for his incentives to be guaranteed. And so in his defense, I don't think that that's unreasonable. He caught for over 1,000 yards. He just saying like, hey, look, and I get it. He probably was sitting back, holding all of that stuff in and not saying nothing. And then boom, he sent the text message to the GM saying, hey, can my incentives be guaranteed? He didn't oblige. So AB was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And then when he got in the game and it seemed like he wasn't going to get the incentives because he wasn't getting the targets, complain about the targets, and then halftime hit, complaining. And niggas was like, bro, just chill. I don't know how you could be desperate for that amount of money, given the amount of money that he's made over his career. But on the flip side of that, I don't know why they wouldn't just say, like, show him that. But I think it might be the vaccination thing. I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't just say, okay, your $2 million is guaranteed.
I mean, that's, they don't have to do that shit, and they don't look bad or good. It's neither here nor there. I don't have to guarantee you shit because that's not part of your deal.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You're a 34-year-old receiver. Hey, man, like, I'm like, the team is low key winning off of your stupidity. Like, it's the team that you're playing for right now is winning off of you based on the stupid shit that you've done. You gotta live with it. You can't even be mad at that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, this is all you're doing.
Then he brought up Tom Brady, and that, you know how I feel about Tom. That low key upset me, dog. Like, as much. I'm like, why? How do you expect on the podcast? He was basically saying that, like, if Tom is my friend, like he say he my friend, why Gronk making this amount of money and I'm making this amount of money? It's like, you think Tom Brady told them give Gronk this amount of money? Tom Brady don't hold that kind of weight on the team.
Yeah, you don't have that type of authority.
He held the authority and had your back by getting you a job. You negotiate your own salary. I'm not. If I tell you, hey Steve, I got this job, they're paying $16 an hour. All you gotta do is come interview. That's getting you in the door. If you don't believe $16 an hour is what you worth, then it's not my job to go tell my boss, oh, nah, he worth more than that. It's your job, nigga. You your own man. Yeah. Go in the room and say, hey, look, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I want to come and do this, but I'm gonna need a little more bread. I'm like, that's what you got an agent for. That's
it. It's really cut and dry.
You know what I'm saying? You just bottom line is you can't rely on another grown man to get your money, and the fact that he's even saying that lets me know that he coming from an emotional spot with it. And I get it, man. I get it. AB should not be an incentive-based player based off of his talent and his performance. But based off of the extra stuff, you
incentive-based, bro.
that's where you at, my nigga.
You incentive-based, bro.
That's it. That's where you at. If you don't like it, then give. Everybody's like, well, how long? Or and I get it. His track record, like you shouldn't hold someone to the degree that you hold them to for a lengthy time. Like if I mess up, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't hang that over my head for the rest of my life. But everybody got different views of how long, like what's your performance. Like if I'm late to my job 4 times in a month, then it's like a bank. You know what I'm saying? If you deposit money, you good. But once you withdraw a certain amount, you get down to your balance, and then you start getting negative deposits. You know what I'm saying? AB was in the negative, and then he had a good year last year and got kind of into the positive. But then 5 or 6 weeks into the season, we got this vaccination card issue. It's like, dang, you back to the same stuff. So I mean, I get it. I feel bad for the dude, man. I really feel bad for the dude because he don't have people around him who are holding him accountable. He keeps saying, put people around you that you love. And then he tried to make it seem like they was out to get him. I don't see why they would be out to get him. I just think you keep doing these things to yourself, and that's why it keep happening to you, man. That's
point blank period, man. You're doing these things to yourself, and you're not realizing, or you're not taking into account that you should be self-preserving your own stuff. You should be doing things to preserve self, and that's not entirely the direction that he's going at the moment. So,
no, I don't think the entire organization has something against him. I do think that Bruce Arians has something against him. Bruce Arians don't like him, and that's cool. He's entitled to do that. But I think that he was wrong for saying that to that man because you know where he at. You know how to push people's buttons, and AB being the person that he is, I know that I don't even know the dude personally, but I know if I said get the fuck out of here, that would push his button. And who knows what could happen after that. But I think Arians was like, fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After that, after you say get the fuck out of here, he already know what it is.
Yeah.
Like, now it's just I'm moving on to the next team. Like, I already told this man to leave. I'm moving on to the next team.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. But moral of the story, bro, man, check yourself, man. Make sure that you on top of your stuff. Make sure you keeping your stuff in order to preserve your bread, preserve your life, your way of living, all that shit. You do what you got to do that. Don't compromise your integrity and shit, all that other shit in order to preserve it. But if the things that you can control them.
Control.
The things that you can't control, let God, bro. That's it. Real easy, man.
Yeah.
So, and that's my closing remarks on that, bro.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I hold Bruce Arians accountable for even starting it. You put that man in jeopardy you put his career in jeopardy by reacting the way that you reacted to him. You're supposed to be the leader of the team, and I just don't agree with that. I get it, emotions high, yada yada yada. I definitely get it, but you can't do that when you're held to that standard. But on AB's end, bruh. Boys out here defending you, and I get it. Your emotions was probably running high. But if my boss tell me to get the fuck out of here, and I just start breaking wine glasses and breaking bottles of liquor and flipping tables over and breaking plates and shit, guess what? I'm gonna get fired, 100%, and it's probably going to get me landed in jail. And then jeopardize me being able to get a job after that. So, man, listen, who cares about professional, who cares about any of that stuff? Listen, when you trying to get your money and you trying to get your bread, control your emotions, man. I understand that it probably pissed you off, but you got to look bigger picture, man. Bigger picture is you got to feed your family, and that's not how you feed your family.
Not at all. And this is just a rebuttal of what you just said. BA not responsible for AB's reaction.
Not at all. Not at all.
He's only responsible for what he can control as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he could have controlled himself from saying get the fuck out of here.
Right. But I understand it. I totally get it.
Hey, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, man. Hey, this concludes this video. Don't forget to check out the Cash App, man. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna donate and help us out, man, it'll be in the description. This is Young Riley, man.
Check out the setup. Check out the setup. Check out the setup. I know you see it.
Peace.
I know you see it.